Greetings, programs, and welcome to part 2 of Shadow of the Colossus, the emergency post-dubbing. Yeah, long story short, my capture card decided to turn off my microphone just as I was recording. I did not realize this, and so I got all the game footage, but not any of the commentary. So instead, I'm just going to dub this over really quick. As you can see, we are on our way to the second Colossus. This is probably the closest to the starting zone Colossus of all of them, and probably also makes one of the better entrances to the beginning of the fight. So yeah, sorry if I'm a little awkward doing this. Post-commentary is not my thing. It's not something I'm meant to do. But looks like I have to do it anyway. So yeah, you get a really good rumble. It kind of makes sure you know, hey, go ahead, stop, go down here. Yeah. And I do have to say, one thing this game really improved over the other two versions of it is the horse controls. Yeah, you'll see me kind of running around weird back and forth. That's just me not being used to how this game controls yet. But the horse now actually has like some automatic path following, similar to how well-tamed horses do in Breath of the Wild, and it actually goes a long way in this game. As well as, yeah, this is actually one of the few Colossus in the game where you actually do have your horse with you during the fight. Now, whether you use her or not is up to you. This one, some of them you actually, if you're not using your horse, it's not going to happen. This one, you're good either way. And let's just enjoy this, because, my gosh, Colossus 2, let's see, the name is Quadratus. There's just something so awesome about the way it just bursts through the wall and just stands there. Also, I have to say, I love the way the Colossuses, whatever, the way their eyes look in this version, with like the big swirling, almost void going on, and how just blood red they turn once you anger them. Something you may also notice is my stamina circle now has a little bar off to the side of it. As I said, I was going to do some between episode grinding. You actually go hunt lizards and fruit to raise your health and stamina in this game. And in the older versions, when you raised your stamina, your circle would just get bigger. Here, to keep the circle from covering too much of the screen up, I guess, they switched, and now you're basically, you just get an energy bar coming off the side of your circle. I don't know if that means that you can't charge up as strong of attacks anymore, but I guess I will figure that out as I go. Like I said, this is a semi-blind playthrough. Not, I know roughly how to do everything, unless they've changed it. And yeah, just enjoy me here kind of flailing. Once in a while, Wanda, however you want to say it, isn't quite sure what you're trying to climb on, and he'll just like flip back and forth between ledge, hair, ledge, hair. But definitely something you can get used to. It's not like it messes anything up really. It just makes you look a little weird. Also, something that I will be using later in the game, but I haven't needed to so far, your sword, the mechanic where you raise it to find where the Colossi is, it will actually show you where their weak points are during the fight. And Quadratus here is actually the first Colossus to have 2 weak points. Something that becomes way more common. I think one of them has like 3 or 4 later on even. But yeah, I decided to go for his butt weak point first because, hey, why not climb around the butt of a giant bull? And then flail around trying to remember how to get where you're going. I realized that part of why I'm having control issues in this game is simply they've changed the controls. And while I can put them back to normal, I personally think it's a little more fun to try to learn the new ones instead of just switching back. So yeah, you can see it doesn't put up too much of a fight when you go after that back weak point, but he will shimmy his head around a little bit to try when you get on his forehead. This is probably the easiest of the Colossi, I find. It's just a matter of figuring out to shoot the foot to get up on his leg. But once you know that, this guy goes down really quick, and yeah, this video is pretty short, so I'm glad this is the one where we had the failure versus one of the longer ones, because believe me, part 3 is going to be quite a bit longer, because now the Colossi are not so close to the Shrine of Resurrection, or whatever it's called. I really need to look up more proper terms in this game. Anyone wants to know, like, real lore of this game, there's a channel, the name of which I cannot remember right now, but there will be a link in the description. Go watch that channel. This guy has, like, pulled apart every version of this game to come out. Also, I love how the horse just runs up here to see what's going on as I pass out, spewing black ooze from my nose and mouth and everything. But yeah, no, there's a lot of questions that have been around this game ever since, you know, the first version came out, and this guy has done so much work. There's actually some stuff in this version, I know. There are kind of shout-outs to him. He even has special thanks in the credits. And, yeah, if any game fan deserved it, it's him. So, again, you get teleported back. The statue, idol, whatever, it collapses. There's creepy shadow men standing over you. And then just as you come to, they vanish, and then the voice from the sky tells you what your next target is. And, yeah, sorry for the lackluster episode, but episode 3 should be a lot more interesting, because this is when the Colossi start getting... They're already pretty epic just in size, but the sleeping giant that shatters the earth here, he's when the fights start getting a lot more interesting. So, as always, thank you for watching. Hopefully, episode 3 will not take nearly as long and will not have such hiccups. And I will see you guys next time.